Huh.
Hi! So today we are going to do a facial mask. I'm going to start this thing where we do a facial mask like every Monday. And I have this one here that we're going to try out. It is Fifth Ave Fashionista Apricot Wash Off Mask. And it's a 20-minute facial therapy. Deep cleansing mud-based formula effectively moisturizes and nourishes skins for all skin types. So moisturization is something that I need. So we are gonna, maybe I should read the instructions. That might be helpful. To use, thoroughly clean and dry your face. Okay, that's done. Open sachet and massage mud mask with fingertips evenly over face and neck area, avoiding eyes and lips. Leave on for approximately 15 to 20 minutes or until dry. Gently rinse off mask with water and remove any residue. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this on. Oh, it's white. I don't particularly like the packaging. Oh, it smells really nice though. This smells good. Like, I don't want to get too close to my eyes. I always end up getting masks like on my glasses just a little bit because these are pretty big glasses. So go. Okay, so that looks good. I'm gonna wash off my hands. Ooh, that got really close, huh? Wash my hands off. And since this takes 20 minutes, I'm gonna go in the other room and talk to you a little bit in there. And not for a full 20 minutes though, because that would be a really long ass video. And I don't think that, personally, I know some people like really long videos, but I personally don't. If they're over 20 minutes, I start to just be like, oh my god. So, hi, yeah, here I am, and I'm in my living room today. I'm in this really ugly chair, I know. I usually have something on the back of it, but I don't. This recliner I've had for like ever, and it's the only chair that's like super comfortable to me, and so I keep using it. I keep trying to find a chair that's like it, that's as comfortable as this one for me. I got a new recliner for this living room that's got like a massager and everything in it that actually was free, and it's like brand new free. It was like just an amazing thing that happened, and everybody says how nice it is, but if I get into it, I can't get out of it. Like, it's just one of those chairs that you just can't get out of very easily. And I like something that I can get in and out of pretty easily. So, and a lot of chairs are made so that you can't get out of them easily. Like, they're so, like, comfy that you just sink into them. And I don't like something I sink into, because then I can't get out of it. And I want to be able to do what I'm doing, because I get up and down a lot during the day. I'm working on, videos, or I'm watching other videos, and doing other things on the internet as well, paying bills, whatnot, and then getting up to, do household chores, make dinner. I'm like up and down a lot during the day. And so I need something that's easy for me to get in and out of. Because, if you're sitting in a really comfortable chair that's so comfortable that you can't even get out of it, why would you ever want to, like, do anything? And so I can't sit in something like that. So yeah, I'm wearing the apricot mask. I'm really surprised at the color. Like, I was expecting it to be like an apricot color, like an orange apricot-y color. And it's not. I was really surprised. It's white. It smells really good, but not really like apricots. I can't explain the smell. It's like a sweet smell, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like the smell of it. So that's good. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I love masks. All sorts of different types of masks. I like mud masks. I like peel-off masks. I like the new, masks that you just lay on your face. Sheet masks. I like those. And I ordered like a whole bunch of different masks through Ulta, and that will be like in an Ulta haul coming up soon. But first, I wanted to start this Mask Monday thing, so that this coming Monday you would have one. And so I bought this at TJ Maxx like a month ago, and it's just been sitting there waiting for me to start doing these Mask Monday things that I've been wanting to do. So now I'm starting to do them. This will be the first one with this apricot mask. And so most of the masks will be trying out new ones, but sometimes I'm going to do ones that I've done before and I really like them, and describe afterwards still what it was like, but also mostly it's just a time for me to chit chat with you while wearing a mask. And that might be a little silly, but that's kind of what I want to do, is this. So if you have any questions for me, you can ask me questions on my Snapchat or on Instagram, and I will do them during my little mask sessions. I'll say, oh, so the Mask Mondays will also be kind of a Q&A thing if I get any questions. The last time I asked about questions, I only got one question on Instagram, and I'm going to answer it right now. Yes, Laura, I love you. Laura, my friend Laura, she asked the question because whether I loved her or not, and I love her. So I'm sure she's going to see this and laugh about it. But otherwise than that, there were no other questions, which I was a little disappointed in, because I have quite a few followers on Instagram, so I figured I would get some questions there, but actually no, I didn't get any questions. I got some comments, but not questions. So if you want to ask me any questions, you can ask them on Instagram, you can ask them on Snapchat, or you can even put them down below on a different Mask Monday, and I'll answer them in the next Mask Monday, if possible. Unless they're from a creeper. No creepers, please. I'm not going to answer those questions. Anyways, so what am I going to talk about today with you? I don't really know. I guess the fact that I've been ill a lot lately, and so is most people I've known. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome, so my illness wasn't the same as everybody else's. Mine was just a depletion of iron from my body, and other things. Other gynecological issues were going on, and it was making me very ill. And I'm actually still kind of going through it. My friends, though, it seems like everybody I know is really been sick with the flu or nasty colds, viruses, just all sorts of stuff all at the same time. I called my doctor today because I've been having headaches, and I'm really, really sick of my allergy symptoms. My eyes water almost all the time, and when you wear makeup, if your eyes are watering, it really sucks. So I called, and the secretary was like, we're booked for 2 months. She was between physicals and how many people have been ill, she's just there's no space for you right now. And she was like, I will tell the doctor tomorrow of your symptoms, and maybe she can just prescribe a new allergy medication for you instead of you coming in. And I was like, oh, okay. I was kind of shocked because I wouldn't mind not, I still would like to see her, and I don't mind having to wait a couple months. The headaches are probably not going to go away from allergy medication because I don't think it's related, but if she's that busy, she's that busy. I really like my doctor. I don't want to switch to a different one because she's busy. There's a reason she's busy. She's a really good doctor. She has a lot of patients because of it. And stuff like this happens sometimes. Because of the, she takes almost like every insurance. She has 2 different places she works at. She works in Vermont and she also works in Massachusetts. So she has a lot of patients to work with, because she's really well liked. So I don't know anybody that's ever saw her that has told me that they didn't like her. Almost everybody that has seen her has been like, oh my gosh, yes, I love her. So she really, really listens to you. And I think a lot of doctors don't. They don't listen to you. They're just, look at your little chart and decide something without really talking to you. She really talks to you, listens to you. She's very understanding. She isn't one of those doctors that tells you automatically that you need to lose weight, which I've dealt with that as a plus-sized woman. I've dealt with that a lot in my life, where just automatically, well, you need to lose weight without even looking at symptoms, without finding out what's really wrong with you. Just, well, it must be a weight issue because you're fat, so that's automatic, which is something that you have to deal with when you're a plus-sized woman. You get a lot of that. There's an automatic reaction and assumption that it's got to do with your weight. And it really kind of sucks, because I know people who've been, misdiagnosed because of things like that. Because of doctors just assuming it's weight and not getting proper testing and not finding out issues that were really going on with them. And that's not good. Doctors need to focus on other things. And instead of automatically assuming weight, they should really go through and do every testing possible first. I have a knee issue, and my doctor made sure to do everything possible first to find out if it was an injury or whatnot. And the fact is that it was an issue that I had, where I had injured it, but then because of my weight, it was really hard for me to get the flexibility back and everything afterwards. And I'll be honest about that. That was something, it was hard because it was really hard for me to get it back because of my weight was bearing down on it. And that I understood. But I still have gotten a lot of the flexibility back, and I'm still a big girl. Just because I weigh a certain amount and am having an issue like that does not mean that there aren't other ways to fix the problem. Although I'm not saying, that there aren't certain situations where weight can be a health issue, but it shouldn't be the automatic first assumption, because it isn't always. Just like if somebody's super thin, it shouldn't be automatically thought that, oh, well, you're skinny, so that's why this issue's happening. Because being super thin can cause certain problems too. Osteoporosis, and I've heard that heart issues can be from being very thin as well. And heart issues can be from being very big. Heart issues can be genetic. That's the thing, is that you've got to check everything. You shouldn't make an assumption like that about anybody, or judgments. And also, it's between you and your doctor, and that's that. Nobody should be talking to you about that stuff but your doctor. And doctors shouldn't be making assumptions without looking at everything. That's just my opinion. And I think it's a lot of people's opinions, if you have a doctor that's not taking care of you properly, then you definitely should look to find a different one. But if you like the doctor you have, and they're doing everything they can to help you out, then that's who you should be seeing. Now that I've rambled on and probably said something stupid at some point, I'm sure, I am going to turn this off and I will meet back up with you after I have washed this off. I know it hasn't been a full 20 minutes yet, but I think it will be soon, so I want to make sure that you get a nice little video. And like I said, if you want to ask me any questions for the next Masked Monday, just put them down below or on my Instagram or on my Snapchat. You can snap me for the question. Otherwise, I'm sure I'll come up with something else to talk about. But I hope everybody's feeling well, and I'll see you in a second. So, all washed off, and I have to say, my skin does feel hydrated. It feels soft and smoother. I think it feels pretty good. So, I will definitely try that mask again. But for the first time, I think that worked out really well. I wish that the time was shorter. Like, I prefer a mask that's like 10 to 15 minutes rather than 20 or more, because it's like 20 or as long as it needs to dry. Maybe, I don't want to put a thinner amount on though either, because then it might not work as well. So, I don't know. But that is all for this Mask Monday. I hope you enjoyed it. And also, you know, besides asking questions, you can also put suggestions for masks that you want to try out. Only thing is if it's a super, like, crazy expensive mask, that I'm not the right person to ask. Because I do stuff on a budget, and rarely do I have something that's, like, really expensive. Because that's what I'm about, is budget beauty stuff. So, not, like, ultra expensive stuff. If you are looking for the, like, really expensive stuff, there are plenty of YouTubers on that do that, but not me. Sorry. But any normal drugstore beauty masks and things like that usually work fine. And if I can find a more expensive mask at TJ Maxx or something, because, you know, things are a lot cheaper there that regularly would cost more money. Like, that particular mask I just did came from TJ Maxx. So, TJ Maxx. I can't say it right because I've been saying mask so many times. Saying Max was really hard to do. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and see you soon. Bye-bye, kitties.